Good morning. We are going to begin Unit 5 and actually Lesson 2 for today. And this is going to be an extension of what you have been learning in Unit 4. Remember, we were learning about expressions, order of operations. We also took a look at translating from English to algebra. And we're going to continue with that in Lesson 5. So today's lesson is writing 1 and 2-step expressions. Before we go any further with this, you're going to need your math journals. So if you were sitting in seat number 3, go get the math journals for your group. When I tell you, when I say go, you're going to get the math journals and you're going to have 30 seconds to get them and get back to your seat. Once you get your math journals, open up to page 103. Ready? Get set. Seat number 3, go. Okay, you should have your math journals by now and opening up to page 103. So let's take a look at what you're learning, why we're learning it, and how you're going to know that you've learned it. Well, again, today you're going to be learning how to write 1 and 2-step expressions. Why are we learning this? Because being able to translate from English into the language of math is a very important skill. This allows us to be able to think logically and use problem-solving strategies to solve real-life problems. And how will we know that you've learned it? Well, 1, you're going to be able to read the problem. 2, you're going to underline the cue words or the clue words, you can say either way, that will help you figure out what to do. And 3, you're going to write the expression and then also explain what the variable represents. So before we get to the input model, we're going to briefly review some of our vocabulary words. And a variable is a letter or symbol that represents an unknown value. In this expression here, S is the variable. It's an unknown amount. The number in front of the S is the coefficient. The coefficient is a number used to multiply a variable. I don't know what S is, but I know whatever that is, I'm going to multiply it by 3 for this example. 3 is the coefficient. And the operator is the math operation that you use in the expression. And in this case, the operator is an addition sign, so you know you're going to be adding. And then 5 is the constant, the number that does not change. And an expression refers to numbers, symbols, and operations grouped together with no equal sign to represent a value. So now on to input model. And my first step is read the problem. Mary has 3 more than twice as many crayons as George. Write an algebraic expression to represent the number of crayons that Mary has. Well, I'm going to have to put in a text box here because my pen for this program is not working. And that's difficult because now I'm going to have to, can't do that. Was going to highlight, but that's not going to work. So I'll just have to move the cursor under. 3 more than. More than means I'm going to be adding 3 to something. More than twice as many crayons as George. So I don't know how many crayons George has, but I know that Mary has twice as many or 2 times as many. So I'm going to translate this to 2C plus 3. And C equals the number of crayons that George has. That's the explanation for my variable. 2C, 2 times C, or twice as many crayons, and 3 more. So 2C plus 3. I didn't underline, but I looked at where my keywords were. You'll be underlining in your book when we go to structured guided practice. And write the expression and then write what the variable represents. So I did all of my steps. And looking at the next one, an amusement park charges $35 to enter and 25 cents per ticket. Write an expression to represent the total amount that should be the total amount of money spent by a guest. So I know my first step is read the problem. That's what I just did. Underline the clue words. Well, charges $35 to enter. So that's a one-time fee, and 25 cents per ticket. I don't know how many rides I'm going to be going on, but I know each time I go on a ride, I'm going to have to pay 25 cents. So write an expression to represent the total amount spent by a guest. Well, I know I'm going to have a one-time fee of $35 plus 25 cents per ticket. Okay, so I've got my expression. T equals the number of tickets. Okay, $35 plus 25 cents per ticket for rides. And there's my expression. Underline the clue word. Underline the clue words. And I did go to where those clue words, where those clue words are. Write the expression, that's what I did here, and then write what the variable represents. T is the number of tickets. And now we're moving on to structured guided practice. So go to structured guided practice in your book, and I'm sure Aubrey changed the order for who's going to be A's and who's going to be B's, but I don't remember what we had yesterday. So I'm just going to set it right now, regardless of what's on the board. Thank you, Aubrey, for changing the date and the order of who's going to go first. But for today, if you are an odd number, you're going to be A. If you're an even number, you're going to be B. Odds are A's, evens are B's. So now, A's, tell B's, what's the first thing you have to do? 30 seconds, go. Okay, B's, get ready, all together. What did A's tell you? Ready, go. And I know you said read the problem, and you're absolutely correct. So put my text box here. And Mark earned $15 mowing lawns on Saturday. He earned some more money mowing lawns on Sunday. Write an expression that shows the total amount of money Mark earned. Well, this clearly says he earned $15. He was mowing lawns, but I know exactly how much money he earned. So there's not an unknown there. He earned some more money mowing lawns on Sunday, but it doesn't say how much, some more. That's going to be my variable. So my expression is going to be 15 plus, and I'm going to put M. And in this case, M represents or equals the money earned on Sunday. Okay, 15 plus M is the total amount of money that Mark earned. Now, going to the second structured guided practice. This time, B's, tell A's what's the first thing that you have to do. Ready? 30 seconds, go. And A's, what did B's tell you? 30 seconds, go. And read the problem is exactly right. Now, I want you working together. I want you to underline the amount of money, underline the information that you see in the problem. I want you to write the expression and then write the statement saying what the variable represents. Work together. You don't know if I'm going to call on A's or B's for the next one. So work quickly and quietly. You have 45 seconds. Read the problem, underline, write your expression, and what the variable represents. And ready, go. Okay, time to check back in. And this time, B's, get ready to say what you underlined for the clue words. And ready, go. Okay, and I have no doubt you said that 2 more than was a clue word, and then twice as many pencils as Grace. And then the algebraic expression that was written. This time I'm going to have, let's see, I'm going to have, if you are sitting in the purple group and you are number 2, get ready and share out your answer. Go. Okay. If you are sitting in the orange group and you're sitting in seat number 4, share out your answer. Go. And if you're sitting in the brown group and you're sitting in seat number 1, share out your answer. Go. Okay, and I'm willing to bet your answer looks something like 2p plus p, where p equals or represents the number of pencils that Grace had. Okay, good job. And let's see, just go through the rest of these. You underlined the keywords, we wrote the expression, and we wrote what the variable represents. So let's go to final check for understanding. We're going to work through these rather than my go around and check and see if you have them or not. And we're going to do it the same way. I'm going to give you, for this one, I'm going to give you 1 minute, and I'm going to ask the substitute after I give the directions to pause the video for 1 minute, give you time to read this together, underline, write your expression and what the variable represents, and then I'll check back in with you. Okay? So pause the video here, get ready, and go. Okay, checking back in. We have Wendy earned $50 selling cupcakes on Monday. She earned some more money selling cupcakes on Tuesday. And I want an expression that shows the amount of money Wendy has earned. Again, the $50, you don't need a variable for there. It's telling you she earned $50. So she earned $50 on Monday, and then she earned some more on Tuesday. I don't know how much she earned on Tuesday. So that's going to be my C for cupcakes. And for explaining, C equals, or C represents the money earned selling cupcakes. Now, you could have used a different variable. You could have put T for Tuesday, or you could have put W for Wendy. It doesn't make any difference. It's that whatever that variable you use, that's what you're going to be using to represent the amount of money. Okay? And we read the problem, we underlined the clue words, we wrote the expression, and we wrote what the variable represents. On to the second final check for understanding. And same thing, take 1 minute, read through the problem, underline the clue words, and write your expression and what the variable represents. And you don't know who I'm going to call on. So make sure that you are ready. And pause the video here. 1 minute, go. Okay, and we are back here. The fare charges $17 to enter and 50 cents per ticket. Write an algebraic expression to represent the total amount spent by a guest. Well, this is very similar to the one that we just did. So if you are sitting in, let's see, I did purple and let's do yellow. If you are 1 yellow, get ready to share your answer and go. Okay, and if you are 3 green, get ready to share your answer and go. And if you are 4 black, get ready to share your answer, go. And I am willing to bet that everyone who shared an answer had something like this. 17 plus 50 cents times T. And T represents or equals the cost of a ticket. Okay. And we read the problem, we underlined the clue words, wrote the expression, and wrote what the variable represents. Nice. Now, student practice. I'm going to give you 3 minutes. I want you to work through working together. Read the expressions for 1 and 2 and underline the keywords. Write the algebraic expression and explain what the variable represents. 3 minutes. Pause the video here. Ready? Go. And we are back. So let's take a look at this one first. Bobby earned $10 babysitting on Tuesday. He earned more money babysitting on Wednesday. Write an expression that shows the amount of money. Bella, stop it. The amount of money that Bobby has earned. No. And you're going to have $10 plus. I'm going to put M for money. And M represents the money earned babysitting. Okay. And the second one. A park charges $24 to enter and 45 cents per ticket. They've given quite a few of these. You should be like experts with this one now. Write an algebraic expression to represent the total amount spent by a guest. So I have no doubt you underlined the $24 and 45 cents per ticket. So you're going to have 24 plus 45 hundredths times T. And T equals, or T represents, the cost of a ticket. Okay, nice. Now, if there is still time left in the period, and I think there might be just a little bit left, I want you to do 3, 4, 5, and 6. Work together, underline the key words, write your expression, and then write the explanation for your variable. Let's take 6 minutes. No, let's take 8 minutes, 2 minutes per example, 2, 4, 6, 8. Take 8 minutes, pause the video here. And if there's not enough time to finish this, we'll finish it tomorrow. If there is time, then that is great. Okay, so stop here and we'll check back in. Go. Okay, so let's take a look at Sally. Sally has 5 more than 3 times as many candies as Chris. 5 more than. That means I'm going to need to be adding this to something. And I'm going to add that to the 3 times as many candies as Chris. So I have 3 times C plus 5 for the 5 more. And C represents the number of candies. And let's see this next one. Mike earned $40 washing cars on Friday. He earned more money washing cars on Saturday. Write an expression that shows the amount of money Mike has earned. Well, we know that he earned $40 on Friday, and he earned more. I'm going to put C for cars, for washing cars on Saturday. And C equals or represents the amount of money earned washing cars. Here. And the amusement park charges $55 to enter and 15 cents per ticket. They must really like this example because this is like the 4th or 5th one we've had. Write an algebraic expression to represent the total amount of money spent by a guest. Well, this time it's a $55 charge to enter plus 15 cents per ticket. And T represents the cost of a ticket. And 6, Mark has 7 more than twice as many quarters as Sarah. Write an algebraic expression to represent the number of quarters that Mark has. Well, 7 more than twice as many. 7 more than means we're going to add that on to something else. And that something else is going to be 2, let's put Q, 2Q. And that is going to be for the quarters. Plus 2. Oh, no, plus 7. So Mark has 7 more than twice as many quarters as Sarah. And the Q represents the number of quarters. There. Done. Okay, if there's still time left, just take out a book and read silently. If there's a little bit of time left and you're sitting in seat number 1, pick up the math journals and return them. And I will see you tomorrow.